Hi, I'm Spencer Bennett, and we're back with Mandy Bogart, one of our local St. Jude kids, who's graciously agreed to come by the radio station and talk a little bit about St. Jude to make you more familiar with this fantastic hospital. And Mandy, it's great to have you here. Thank you for coming in.
It's great to be here.
So you were diagnosed with ALL leukemia.
Yes.
The process of treating you began almost immediately, didn't it?
Yes. Probably within the first couple days I got my first chemo treatment. And I had gotten a lot of blood and platelet bags just to help my counts try coming back up a little bit.
Now, because you had just finished your exams, you'd gotten through all your exams, you felt horrible, like you had the flu, a really bad case of the flu. And when they found out you had leukemia, you weren't in great shape, right?
Right.
Your counts were way off. And
Yeah.
so they got you to St. Jude as fast as they could and got you started on chemo within the first 24 hours or so. So what has that treatment been like? What's the protocol that they put you through?
It's usually different for every kid. I'm low risk, which is surprising for someone my age. So it's a lot less chemo than for leukemia patients who are high risk. But I think my treatment plan is one of the longest. It's about 2.5 to 3 years. And solid tumor can be probably 4 months and then they're done. It just ranges. And about every week I will get chemo. And sometimes more than once a week, sometimes more than once a day.
That's kind of tough on you, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are some of the symptoms after you had the chemo?
Some of them I get really nauseous and sick. Others I'll get very tired or just not myself.
How were the nurses and the doctors at St. Jude?
They treat you like family. They aren't like real doctors or nurses at all. They are very much like aunts. They're really cool.
Pretty neat folks. Pretty special folks. There's a long list of people who are waiting to work at St. Jude because it is that type of hospital. Something I wanted to touch on, obviously you just finished up finals. You had to go to St. Jude. You're in the middle of a school year. How did you deal with that? How did they handle your classes?
Since it was near the end of that school year, they just told me don't worry about the rest of that. And this school year, I've been homebound, which is where they send a teacher out to your house a couple times a week to help you with all the work that you're doing.
So you don't miss any school?
No.
They have tutors that came to you?
Yeah.
So anybody that would be receiving treatment at St. Jude wouldn't have to miss school. They would have great teachers that would help them along.
Yes, if you're at St. Jude, they actually have a school down there. And when you're home, you just fill out some papers and they'll send teachers out to your houses to help.
Your school helped too, because they actually set up cameras, didn't they?
Yes.
How's that work?
If I wanted to look in at a lesson that the teacher is explaining, we'll just Skype in and I can hear and see what everyone else is seeing and I can interact with them.
Pretty neat. We're going to be talking with Mandy Bogart about her experience with St. Jude. We're going to be back in just a minute with more of the St. Jude community and the things that they offer that are so much different than any other place on earth. We'll be back in just a second.